Great awakening, light lords, and grand rising to those who have not yet awoken to know themselves for who they truly are, to know that they are connected with everything and that there is nothing to fear and everything can be used for a positive or for progression. I'm doing part 3 to my Venus transits, Baphomet, and Pentagram. Got a board right now so I can show you visually and go more in depth with you, so you can see what I'm talking about. Now today I'm going to be using 3 sciences: etymology, numerology, and biology. I might be talking a little bit about astrology too, astrology as well. But here it goes. I'm going to start with etymology. To break down the word Baphomet, and break down the word pentagram. Now, Baphomet comes from the Greek BAPHOMETOS. BAPHOMETOS. This is where Baphomet comes from, the term Baphomet. It breaks down into BAPHOMETOS. Bath actually means, when you go into the etymology, a bath, cleansing, or baptism. A baptism. Metos means word, language, or wisdom. Okay? So people think they got you thinking there's some evil shit when the term itself etymologically means a baptism of wisdom. A baptism of wisdom. Because the Baphomet itself, you see, you got an animal head, then you got the androgynous body, then you got the animal bottom of the below the waist, and all of this in between is the connection between being based in unconsciousness. Go look up the picture of the Baphomet. Unconsciousness, but ascending into consciousness. From the animalistic state is basically natural, but it doesn't go against its own nature. In the process of this, you have to go against your own nature, which is why the Baphomet has a rod with two snakes going up it, two different colors. That rod represents the human spine, and the two snakes going up around the rod represent the two nerves that outline the spine, which one is electric and one is magnetic. The androgynous part means that as it's rising, before you can get to conscious oneness, before you can even get to conscious oneness, to know that you are one with everything, to know that you are a being, you must see that all is one. This is the male, and this is the male saying. This is saying that male and female are one, or exist at the same time. This is a law of gender. This is a universal law, one of the 7 Hermetic principles. This is baptizing you in wisdom. This is baptizing you in wisdom. This is not the actual drawing of the Baphomet, but if you get the drawing, you'll see what I'm talking about. And then they have a 5-point star on the third eye of the Baphomet, of the head of the Baphomet. That 5-point star, once you get to the third eye, the 5, now we're about to go into numerology. The 5 represents change. Let me draw this. Let's see. Now we're going into numerology. Just broke down the word Baphomet. Okay? We're about to go into the numerology. And I'm going to get back to the etymology of the pentagram. During this numerological breakdown of the 5-point star that's at the middle of the Baphomet's forehead. That's on the third eye of the Baphomet, okay? It's a pentagram, 5-point star. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This symbol, this pentacle or pentagram, represents the transit of Venus. This is Venus going around. This is a map of the solar system. Basically, this is just a one-dimensional, a two-dimensional map. Yeah, one-dimensional, two-dimensional map of the solar system. And this is each point on Venus's transit that it encounters the Earth is where each point is. Now, in the numerologically, 5 represents change or transformation. Represents change because 1, which is initiating experience, it's the energy of initiating experience, basically starting a spiritual journey. Plus 4, which is symbolically for dedicating one's energy, dedicating one's energy. When you fully dedicate your energy to your spiritual journey, you create change. Just 5. That's why you need to get your you need to study your astrological birth chart, and this is why astrology is so important, because astrology affects the genes, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. These signs, these symbols, the 5-point star is affecting your. This 5-point star is a symbol for life force, and it affects your genes when you understand it. It affects your genes. Now, penta. Break down the word penta. Pentagram. The pentagram penta, and you got gram. Okay? You got penta and you got gram. Now, penta, you break down the word penta, it means 5. Parentheses, I'm going to put change. It means change. And gram is a grid or a blueprint. A grid or a blueprint. So the pentagram that's in the middle of the Baphomet's third eye means a blueprint for change. Oh my goodness. And we've been shunned away from this knowledge, man. We've been shunned away from this knowledge. A blueprint for change. That's what pentagram means. Pentagram, a blueprint for change. And Baphomet means a baptism of wisdom. Oh my goodness. And we've been shunned away from this. This is such positive knowledge, bro. You got to break this stuff down. Bro, sis, you got to break this stuff down. Now I'm about to show you how these shapes, the shape, the pentagram is the blueprint for change for your DNA, your genes. For your genes, okay? We about to go into biology. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a green one on this one. We're about to go into biology, and we're about to go into genes. We're about to go into genes and how shapes affect genes and why. This is how shapes affect genes. Oh snap. Hold on, I gotta get my son real quick. Get my son. Okay. Had to get my son real quick, y'all. He just woke up from his nap. Anyways, shapes affect genes because if you know about how DNA creates genes through RNA, and how RNA tells the ribosomes how to create the proteins, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is basic biology. This is basically what happens. Okay, you got A, T, C's, and G's in your DNA. You got A, T, C's, and G's in your DNA. Each gene has a different combination of A, T, C's, and G's. It might be one that's just A, T, T, C, A, T, T, C. You know what I'm saying? And then it might be one that's C, G, C, G, or so on and so on, so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? It can keep going. It can keep going. But the point is, whatever structure it is created from the ATCs and Gs, it creates a shape that the ribosome creates a shape from that information. When the ribosome is working, it's actually patterning out in order of a combination of one of these, a combination of these letters together, and it's creating a shape. Because you can go research this yourself. The red blood cell actually has its own shape. Like, it's shaped for what it's supposed to do. It's actually shaped a certain way. You see what I'm saying? Red blood cells actually shaped to take in oxygen. And expel oxygen, basically. It's made, a red blood cell is made, it's shaped, its gene, that its protein is shaped to the way that it's made to, you know what I'm saying? The way that it's made to be used in the body. This is basic biology, man. Go study this. I'm telling you, man. People are just so lost. So, what that has to do with shapes and astrology, and what that has to do with genes is, this symbol means the blueprint for change. That's why it was on the third eye of the BAPHOMET, which is the baptism of wisdom. Because once you get baptized in wisdom, you start to gaining more knowledge about how to change your reality. Once you unlock the energy of the third eye, or the sixth chakra. Okay. This is what this symbol represents. And astrologically, the electromagnetic waves that get sent from the sun, and beam down to your body based off what planets, is in your astrological birth chart, determines what genes are actually activated in you. Okay, this is the sun, and this is different planets and stuff like that, and just different planets and Earth. Okay, energy. When the energy comes from the sun, it bounces off these different planets and their moons. It bounces off these different planets and their moons. It goes around the solar system. And it goes to Earth. Okay, it's going to hit Earth eventually, All of this energy is permeating. And there's different frequencies of energy. So that's why it's good to study your astrological birth chart, so you can know which genes are activated in you and what type of proteins your life will create for you to experience. Okay? This knowledge has been kept from us. And when it was given to us, it was given to us in a complicated fashion, not simply. And this is why I'm doing this video series. Because these are sciences that we need to start getting back to, okay? These are sciences that we need to start teaching our children, using to build homes and different types of technologies and reconnecting with nature, okay? All the BAPHOMET is a symbol, is a pictorial symbol of being baptized in wisdom, of becoming conscious of the oneness of nature and everything, basically. It is nothing to fear. Fear is just misunderstanding. Love is understanding. If someone doesn't understand you, then they don't love you. So I understand this, so I got to give what I love out to others so that they can learn how to love themselves, because I understand myself. So now, me understanding myself, I'm attracting people that understand themselves. So man, just get this knowledge and go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Light Lord Lectures. And man, we got to keep this thing going. We got to upgrade this. We got to upgrade our minds and start thinking on a higher level for the collective consciousness. They got us scared of symbols that we created for positive things. So now we got to take this. We got to take it back. We got to get this knowledge and revert it back into what it was, and then use it for a bigger purpose. The pentagram is feminine energy, which is nurturing energy, which is love and life. And when you start getting your life together and start watching the world around you, you'll have nothing to fear. Start loving yourself. Start understanding yourself. Research these different sciences: etymology, biology, numerology, astrology, epigenetics, quantum mechanics. I mean, it all goes hand in hand. It all goes together. Yeah, I think I'm about done with this one. So shit. Y'all have a good one, man. Hey, like, share, comment. I really don't care if you like or comment, but as long as you share and go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, I'll be so grateful. I mean, full of greatness from it. You'll actually be giving me energy. Like, you'll be giving me energy.